This is my video blog about being an addict. Who I am does not matter. What I did does not matter. But what I am does matter. Thereby I will try to speak in a way which that others can relate to what has been happening to me. So I know not all of you guys will understand what I will say and in which way I will mean it. But I hope for those that do know in which way I speak, know what I went through, can help themselves by listening to how I feel about it, knowing they are not alone. For a lot of people, I am just a nice guy with a good heart in the right place. But little do they know about what I am during the night, the constant fight between my own lies. The people that surround me, can I trust them? Do I really know who or what they are to me? Do they need me, or am I just a pawn for their needs? It's paranoia inside my own head that can drive me insane sometimes. I know people inside this world cannot be trusted, the world also known as a drug world. But still we manage to make a history with those people. Some stay for a long time, others don't. Some come in your life and make things worse. Others come to help. But what am I to them? Or who? I've learned that even though you can't really trust on these people, somehow you manage to find some kind of trust inside of them. It may not be big, but yet I do see it is something. The fact that we drive ourselves crazy or paranoid is because I think when we suppress the feelings that we have at that moment. We suppress the feelings we have inside our head, the things we cannot talk about because we are afraid of their judges. And that is something an addict cannot take too well. I think we can all agree that a judgment is something we are really scared of, because people don't know who we are. They do know what we are outside, but they do not know what's happening inside our head. And if we tell them about it, if we tell them about our needs, they will say we are mad, which makes us scared towards the judgment. Sometimes we lie to avoid a judgment. It is a bad habit that many of us will have. Some are aware of this, some are unaware of it but know it deep down inside but don't admit it yet. It's a habit, yet so easily, yet so hard to do, especially for us, I think. Because once you know you can lie to people and they take you on your word and don't talk about it anymore, it becomes easier to do than to speak the truth and listen to what they have to say of or how they will judge you. But if you think about it, lying and lying day in, day out, weeks in and months out, over the year the lies become so big you start to believe them. You will be unaware of it because you know what's real. But sometimes you speak so much in one day, you forget what you said. And when they caught you on that, you will make up another lie to re-hide who you really are or what the truth is. The hard part about this is to be straight with the person that's right in front of you. Getting a headache over the lies that you made in one day will keep you awake at night when there is no drugs and you have to sleep. It is hard, the pain you feel inside. It's unbearable to keep up a straight face while you are lying. Remembering that the face they make when they have tears in their eyes, when they ask if you speak the truth, you say yes, but deep down inside you so badly want to say no, but you just can't because you're afraid. I was afraid. So you rather keep yourself lying. A web of lies so big that you don't want to hear all the damage you ever made to them. So you better lie to keep it away and defend yourself from it. In some form, this could be good to yourself. Even though you know it isn't good, you still keep doing it. But what is it that makes us so afraid of judgment? Is it because they don't understand who we are? Because we don't know what we are? Because we just like to lie? Is that it? The media always tells us we have to stay away from those things, but yet they are so fine and so enjoyable. But how is that true? I never would love to talk about drugs in a good way, because I also know how badly fucked up you can make it. But it's just the fact that nobody understands what you go through makes it so painful to talk about it. Because once you say, I use drugs, I do coke, or I smoke weed, there are different kind of judgments you get from person to person. If you smoke weed, people will say, oh, it's just sweet. But if you say cocaine instead, people will be going crazy. You can really easily, you can easily show it to people by just telling them about a friend of yours. Hey, a friend of mine smokes weed, or a friend of mine does cocaine. The reactions you'll get will immediately tell you enough about what that person thinks of the situation, which makes it so that you cannot talk to them about it. Maybe. Or maybe not. That's why you start crouching in your own cocoon, as we can call it. Because knowing that everyone will judge you, or will say why again, will make you go more in your cocoon and not listen to them at all. Because the more you speak, or the more judges you get, the less you want to say and the less you want to hear. It's hard for us being an addict. It really is. I can speak for a lot of us if we say, I speak for a lot of us to say that I am kind of like lost. I am lost. You are lost too. We all are. Eventually we will get somewhere better, but we have to stop blaming others for what we are. We have to look at ourselves and try to do it ourselves. I know it isn't easy. That's why I'm gonna be talking in my next episode on how I did my thing, how I saw when to stop and how. Now, before I end this video, this doesn't mean that I am fully cured, as we can call it. Nobody will be cured once you have used. It's even shown by science that once you do cocaine or you do drugs on a regular basis for quite of a time, your brain is damaged for the rest of your life. Because you are so related to all these little obscure things like $50 or a credit card, or knowing someone has money from you, or someone needs money from you, knowing there are going to be fucked up things coming up, knowing you can make a lie to easily get rid of it. You have to be strong every day, because there are so many things that made us who we are, that it's hard to forget how to be strong. This was Sneezy. This will be my name for the rest of this channel. Sneezy out.